This is the house of Ithiel. Viewers all over the world. A year ago, the man of God, Prophet Favor Ithiel, gave a prophetic word to the nation of South Sudan. The prophet said, "I saw a dark cloud covering the nation, and that these two nations are being used by the same enemy." He went further to say they should pray and seek God, because God loved them so much. If they fail to listen to this message, there is more damage that will occur in that nation. Viewers, let us listen to what the prophet said and its fulfillment.
He gave me a word for the nation South Sudan. The nation South Sudan, this is to tell you that there is a prophet in the land. There is a prophet in the land. God is to say something concerning you. For South Sudan, too much godlessness in that land. Is in that land. Yes, it is a land that is greatly blessed, but the enemy introduced godlessness in their hearts. They have the spirit of complicity. It is like a dark cloud in the whole country. This spirit is like a dark cloud in the whole country. They have not cried out to me on this current war. They think they can win it by themselves. But when they cry out to me, because I am their God, I will expose the spirit of manipulation in both sides. I mean, two countries, because the Lord said this is South Sudan and the other themselves, two countries. Because there are people who wants to gain from this war. So they are manipulating the leaders on both sides to get. They are manipulating the leaders for both sides. Yet they are not for anyone. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people, there are people that is influencing this war. This is external bodies, foreigners. They are manipulating the leaders for both countries that are fighting. This is what the Lord said. But yet, these people are not for anybody. So they are supporting this side. The same people supporting this side are the same people supporting this side. Unknown to you. But for their own interest to be gained, these people are just supporting here. They want to gain something from this war. So they are using the head of these two nations to fight.
A controversy is brewing in the global entertainment world. The American rapper Macklemore is making headlines because he just cancelled a concert in Dubai. Macklemore says he cancelled the concert in protest. He did it to oppose the UAE's alleged role in the Sudan conflict. Sudan is going through an almost forgotten war, a war that has been raging in this country for 16 months. Yet it gets far less coverage than the wars in Ukraine and Gaza, perhaps because it's a civil war or maybe because the world tends to ignore African conflicts altogether. Whatever the reason for the poor coverage, the Macklemore boycott has put Sudan back on center stage, and it has reignited the controversial story of the UAE's involvement. Here's our report.
The American rapper known as Macklemore is making waves again because of his political activism. The 41-year-old rapper is a supporter of the Palestinian cause, even penning down a pro-Palestine song a few months ago. But now he has turned his attention to the war in Sudan. Macklemore recently put up this post on Instagram. He announced that he would be cancelling a concert which was to take place in October in Dubai. Why? Because of the raging civil war in Sudan and the UAE's alleged role in the conflict. The civil war in Sudan has been on for over 16 months. On one side, you have the Sudanese armed forces, led by Sudan's de facto leader, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. Having taken power in 2019, Burhan solidified his rule after a coup in 2021, but he didn't do it alone. A warlord helped him. That's General Mohammad Hamdan Dagalo, who also goes by the name Hemeti. Hemeti is the leader of a powerful paramilitary group known as the Rapid Support Forces, or RSF. Burhan and Hemeti had a falling out in 2023. This spat escalated into a full-blown civil war, killing thousands and displacing millions. Now, where does the UAE come into all of this?
And we name here the official and regional sponsor of criminal militias, namely the United Arab Emirates, whose support and weaponry leads to entrenching the suffering and the misery of civilians in Sudan.
Sudan's junta says that the UAE is supporting Hemeti and the RSF. The UAE has been accused of sending weapons to the RSF.
Now listen to what the Lord said. Remind them that I love them. My love is eternal love. They should seek me. Many have never felt the true love that I have for them. Many of them have never felt that love. Remind them that they should seek me. I love them. So the nation South Sudan is the voice of the Lord for you. Why are you fighting each other? The one that is advising this leader is the one that is advising this leader. You that is fighting within yourself. The same person is not for you people, but he wants to gain. This is the voice of the Lord. Seek him, both leaders, and leave this war. Godlessness has been introduced to your heart. Backup has been introduced to your heart. This is why men trust after the horses of Egypt, that will never grant them nothing. Be on your knees. This is the sign of the end time. But this is not the will of God for you people. Satan is gaining from this. If you fail to listen to this message, there is more damage that will happen to your nation. This is the voice of the seven spirits of God, speaking in the midst of a slave boy, Favor, the slave of Christ.
The Arba-at Dam, which is about 38 kilometers northwest of Port Sudan on the Red Sea state, suffered extensive damage due to heavy rains yesterday. Preliminary reports indicate the breach caused extensive damage in 20 villages downstream from the dam. Our humanitarian partners and local authorities are assessing the affected areas and will have additional clarity on the extent of the damage in the coming days. The Arba-at Dam is a crucial facility in Port Sudan, serving as a primary source of fresh water for the city. The reported damage is expected to have a substantial impact on water supplies to Port Sudan, worsening the humanitarian situation.
You can see how far the eyes of Jesus Christ can reach. Yes, even in our situations, this is to remind us that Jesus Christ sees it and he is concerned about it, to grant us solutions to our problems. Do not forget, this channel is all about Jesus Christ. Keep watching God Voice TV for the salvation of souls.